It hurts narcissists 1000% more than no contact. This hurts narcissists 1000 times more than no contact at all. It's like trying to figure out a riddle when it comes to narcissists and breakups. As they passionately idealize themselves into relationships, their dual nature emerges, creating a love story. But this romanticization fades swiftly, exposing their cunning ways. Managing the fallout leaves emotional scars and is akin to taming a raging storm. We might come to view them as a virus that needs to be contained as a result of the World Health Organization's close examination of their effects. If you can relate to the difficulties of narcissistic relationships, you might want to hit the like button below. This implicit relationship represents our common path of understanding and negotiating narcissistic interactions. The complex world of a narcissist is revealed after a breakup. The emotional upheaval can be intense, regardless of whether you've made no contact or have been blocked on their phones and social media. Breakups are usually started by narcissists, who make their spouses feel empty and willing to make amends. But considering the difficulties of being with a narcissist, you might decide to call it quits on the relationship first, which is a noble choice. Recognizing that they initially view their partners as saviors, thinking they can solve their problems, is essential to understanding a narcissistic divorce. However, it becomes clear that no one can overcome their inner demons and troubles on their own. As their spouse, you are not a sorcerer. Narcissists don't need a relationship with you. They need a lot of treatment and maybe even a few exorcisms. After a breakup, discarding reveals what really irritates narcissists. The biggest obstacle they face is your indifference. Narcissists break down when abandoned because it takes away their essence, much like big kids. Their weakness is your inability to give up the attention and control they so desperately want while remaining unmoved. After leaving a narcissistic relationship, people can take back control and move forward in a healthier way by understanding these characteristics. Knowing what to do following a breakup is crucial. It takes skillful emotion and behavior control to move on from a narcissist. The narcissist quickly shifts emphasis to another subject since they are skilled at deflecting attention. Regaining one's autonomy is facilitated by an understanding of these processes. Since closure implies giving up control, it runs counter to narcissists' dislike of finality. They refuse to give their ex-partners closure, which makes the process of moving on more difficult. Narcissists can be overcome by committing to total disengagement and starting to stonewall. When people continue to be unaffected by the narcissist's movements and whereabouts, a tremendous metamorphosis takes place. Narcissists are attention seekers who flourish on emotional investment. They can be confused and truly liberated by emotionally detaching. Narcissists still want to see indications of your pain, even after you've parted. They take great pleasure in your emotional pain and thrive on your social media vulnerability. This emphasizes how crucial it is to disconnect from social media after a divorce. In an attempt to maintain contact with you, narcissists may create fictitious profiles or send friend requests from accounts that seem suspicious. For them, being indifferent is a big problem. When you show them that you don't give a damn about their behavior, tastes, or very existence, they become completely helpless. Their ego suffers severe injuries from such apathy, causing excruciating pain. It doesn't matter who broke up with you first. They may feel in control, but when they are unable to see your social media posts and are unable to communicate with you, they experience agony as they see you reappearing as content and successful on the internet. The effects of separation expose the scars left by narcissism. It's critical to identify these people's manipulative strategies and oppose their attempts to uphold power if you want to heal individually. After interactions with narcissists, setting up clear boundaries and unplugging from digital media are essential to reclaiming autonomy and emotional health. It takes skill to navigate relationships with narcissists, especially when co-parenting or in familial settings. Gray rocking is a coping mechanism that many people use to show narcissists that their strategies are ineffective by ignoring their provocations. This simple-seeming method works very well when dealing with narcissists, especially when it's the main source of their ego boost. You can counter the emotional investment that drives their deceptive tactics by embracing gray rocking. You become into a passing blip on their radar as you emotionally distance yourself and decline to interact with their actions. Their deliberate emotional detachment undermines their deception strategies and ultimately brings them to an end. But what happens when a narcissist turns their attention to a different source of appreciation is a fascinating occurrence. The emotional distance that once perplexed them could now make you seem less appealing. As a result, they can try to get back in touch with you in an effort to provoke the same feelings they did before. The recurrent cycle of attraction and rejection highlights how complex and erratic narcissistic personalities can be. Understanding narcissistic relationships is essential to resilience and personal development. To help navigate these difficult circumstances, biblical teachings on humility, self-sacrifice, and accountability might be consulted. Developing oneself and setting healthy boundaries in the face of narcissism requires support and direction from both secular and religious sources. A strong message is conveyed when one presents themselves as indifferent and uninterested in the face of narcissistic manipulation. This strikes at the narcissist's basic fear of losing control in relationships by signaling to them that they are no longer relevant and influential. Since narcissists view relationships as a game of control, your cool head in the face of their manipulations can unnerve them and cause either increased fixation or ego harm that prompts retreat, which is a serious blow to their narcissistic ego that many find difficult to heal. It is vital to share this knowledge with others who are going through similar difficulties. Despite encountering narcissistic discard and employing a no-contact strategy, remaining composed is crucial to counteracting their impact. Being resilient is crucial, and it's critical to understand that thriving and healing are not only feasible, but also necessary for your overall health. Finally, remember to subscribe to and like this channel in order to receive more insightful videos. We are really grateful for your support. While you're on the road to recovery, look after yourself.